I'm more real than that one.
Anyway.
I love the zoom in on the Kirby509.
Yeah, we got ourselves a St. Louis Chicago matchup here, or if you prefer to refer to Kirby509 as UIUC. That's where he's at school, right? UIUC.
It's in his Twitter handle. Yes.
Yeah, I guess
you are correct.
Imagine reading in current year.
Nah.
Cyber UIUC versus Timprater.
We're going Kazuya on FD. It's the year 2023.
Kirby509 will absolutely be going Olimar. No questions asked. I don't really know who Timprater will be going. That might be Mewtwo.
I assume Kirby509 will play Olimar, as do you. But he also does play Pyramithra, and does play Steve.
I know about the Pyramithra. Wasn't too sure if he would play Steve in bracket. I know he's played brackets with Pyramithra.
He's shown up to like ignitions and such and just decided I'm going to play this character today or whatever. So I guess it depends what mood he's in and how the characters are going. But yeah, generally speaking, you're going to assume he plays Olimar. Timprater, on the other hand, who knows? We're going to get a low tier. That's as far as I'll go.
It could be a wide variety of characters. But I wonder, like, if it is Olimar Mewtwo, I think that is the most likely matchup. Don't assume that, like, Mewtwo's Reflector just invalidates Pikmin, right? I don't think that's the case.
You've done it. Well done.
Sometimes you think, like, oh, you've got a Reflector, and Olimar's just wins neutral via projectiles. That has to invalidate the matchup. That could not really be further from the truth. Because, man, Olimar's got some A buttons.
Yup.
And Mewtwo could die to said A buttons, especially if there's 2 purples associated with said A buttons very quickly.
Can you Reflector a smash attack?
Yes.
Well, then there's that too.
But you want to use aerials. And you can't really Reflector up smash, but if you're using it like as an anti-air, the Reflector's going to be to Mewtwo's left or right, right? So it's not really going to be active in the correct position, I want to say. And you can also do as long as you can pluck Pikmin fast enough, you can just do the double throw where like the one Pikmin hits the other Pikmin like when they're crossing in the air. And we already have it's 2 reds and a purple. I thought it was a double purple line already, which would have been scary for Tim. Yeah, look at that purple just being a bully in the airspace of Mewtwo.
Which, yeah, and the worst part is, the obvious stuff you'll hear about Mewtwo is like, oh, his tail Hurtbox makes him fundamentally flawed as a character. Well, yes and no. It doesn't help. You are a floaty giant hitbox that is also light. That's really the flaw in Mewtwo's game plan. But he's quick, he's got neat combos, and he can kill you early. Mewtwo has some game.
That dare almost killed Olimar.
Off the top.
Kind of wild. Yeah, but Olimar's very light. Great DI from the Shadow Claw. It's barely staying alive.
Just barely avoiding the 2-frame. Timprater did not have time to space it as Kirby509 decided to go the other direction.
Jab KO?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Was not sure, but I mean, Timprater looked pretty sure when he established that jab in the corner.
29 off Shadow Ball. You get little 3-piece, 50 damage. Like I said, you get touched once, you take 50. The mark of a character that's serviceable.
Well, like you said, this is kind of how the meta has shaped up. Is you want to get 0 to 50 on the first touch, 50 to like 80 to 100-ish on the second. You can get 100, probably not, but that's good. And now you're in second kill.
Nice short hop fast fall dare with the perfect timing and the scoop with back air. Kirby509 looking a little lost in this matchup. I mean, not that we fight Mewtwo too often, not that anyone does, but just now taking that first stock.
I think that was either a yellow or a white Pikmin. It was one of the weaker forward airs you could choose. It was enough to take out that Mewtwo. But it is 2 stocks to 1, and the damage racking up again. Looking for a reset on these up airs. Tim is laddering on small battlefield with this character very well.
Getting a lot of setups off of up tilt as well. We've seen that all 3 stocks a ton. And now look, there was the yellow got reflected on Kirby509. He was shielding for a while, didn't realize it, and he took.
That was the white Pikmin. He took 8% per tick because it's 4% normally. Double it.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say that was a lot. You took like 16 damage just for not noticing there was a Pikmin on you. And now we're up to 106 and change. Kirby509's got to make something happen. I'm going to just start calling him Olimar. I got to say the numbers every time.
The buzz at home.
The buzz at home. Because you can't just say Kirby, because that's confusing.
Tim's doing a really good job of knowing when to drop his shield and get out of this pressure, because like Kirby509 could get a shield poke really easily on Mewtwo. Again, because he's a big hurt box, his shield shrinks so much that he pokes out of it in so many different areas. So anytime one of those up smashes land on the shield, I'm scared, but Tim does not look really scared in the slightest as he goes for another jab. And the low dip on the back air, not going to quite find a good recovery from Kirby.
A little risky to go for, but you know, your opponent's quite high. We're at the point now where like Mewtwo's got like, I want to say like 8 or 9 kill options. Like F tilt will kill here. Obviously fair, any smash attack and so forth. But this is not over yet. Olimar can rack up so much damage so fast. This is like the 0 to death character in terms of like bringing it back with damage. And Timprater all of a sudden is playing a little bit more passive. Yeah, I don't.
And he's getting juggled all the way to the side.
Oh,
looking for a big read on that forward smash, but not going to quite find it. And your time just barely ran out. Tim holds on for the game 1 victory.
Yeah, figured out that he was being a little bit too passive, so he ran up to like ledge trap distance and just crouched. And that a lot of times will make opponents think like, all right, I got to jump over the crouch because something bad's going to happen. And he just read the jump immediately with the up air, which is very smart.
That could be the wind in the sails that Kirby509 needs to get the 2-0 in reverse to win this set, though. So let's see.
Got to take these one at a time, though. Timprater's Mewtwo looking quite good so far. Timprater, I don't know if he currently is, but definitely minimum former top 5 in St. Louis. Very adept at this video game. Cyber has been as high as 4th in Chicagoland, so these are 2 incredibly talented players.
And maybe a burgeoning rivalry between the two teams as we start to travel a little bit more to each other's events. Good. St. Louis getting more on the map these days. Well, of course, Apollo Kage, you know, a top 20 player in the world, but Colorado's always making upsets at tournaments.
That was really nice from Timprater, getting the down tilt and reading the whistle with up smash. F tilt. I'm actually surprised that didn't kill. That is a very strong kill move.
And that reads the whistle as well. You just using these active multi-hits, almost pairing it like a counterplaying like a counterplay or a Ryu focus, and then able to follow up with the back air to get the KO.
All right, once again, Timprater out to an early, sizable lead here, putting Kirby509 in a spot where you're basically saying, all right, figure it out. Figure it out right now, or I'm going to run away with another game.
Well, he's starting to look at you've got Mewtwo trapped in this corner, and this is the position of power that Kirby509 needs desperately in order to not fall too far behind in this game.
But he has to finish the stock off, and that'll do it. The up smash will do it. We have a set.
2 stocks apiece here, stay on a small battlefield. But this is a big grab here for Kirby509. Yeah, look at that 0 to 56.
Yeah, that does so much damage. Now all of a sudden, Kirby509 with a small lead. We'll get red with the down up smash again.
That's the same whistle read.
Yep.
Maybe that's Timprater's specific adaptation he wants to bust out in this game, to take away the whistle and then follow up on the advantage state in other ways once Kirby realizes he can't whistle.
Timprater's wisely going for the forward throw, knowing that you can't down tilt fair at that percentage without Olimar being able to whistle through it.
That was a scramble and a half, Tim. I think both players maybe just didn't realize that there were no Pikmin in play, because that could have been a much more aggressive situation. Both ways.
The F tilt this time will kill at that roughly 100%, but more rage this time. That was the difference. Apparently it's a very rage scaling move, and now Timprater looking to get as much extra credit as possible.
Oh, and that parry into the up smash attempt from Kirby, that kills the purple Pikmin again. He's got to pull another line.
And that time to pull the line adds up very quickly. Timprater gets a down tilt. Now we're looking at 64 and counting, 82%. This is a scary percentage to be in against Mewtwo. This is like down tilt fair range away from being dead.
Tim is just holding control of the stage so well, but that Shadow Ball was maybe a little too cheeky, and he ends up getting down smash for his trouble on the miss spacing.
Good DI from Kirby509 to avoid the kill on the down throw, but the runoff fair, catching with Shadow Claw the other direction and catching the dash back, so the DI was straight into the blast zone. Timprater going to take a 2-0 over Kirby509.
Yeah, solid finish to that game. He made the mistake in the corner, lost the stock, but then was just like, I only am like one move away from getting that KO. I don't know if that was the perfect DI on Kirby509's part on the Shadow Claw. It looked like he kind of was holding left.
Yeah, he definitely was. He got caught in the middle of a dash back.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely had to be holding left. I don't think it